Okay, today at Yara Firearms, we're gonna generate a quick guide about how to make a, a a new cartridge profile for a new caliber. Let's say I'm doing a 25 Creedmoor, which is basically just a neck down case of 6.5 Creedmoor, or even a 6 millimeter Creedmoor. So you can either go from 6 millimeter case and go to 6.25, which is 0.257 inches, or you go from 6.5 down to the quarter inch. So you have two options. So let us say I'm trying to knock down a 6.5 Creedmoor to 25 caliber, okay, which is 0.257. Okay, so actually, as everybody knows, that 6.5 is 2.64 inches, and we are going from 2.64 to 2.57. So pretty simple stuff, really, because the same cartridge has been just knocked down. So since it's very simple, what we can do is we can use the GRT reloading tool, and we're gonna look at the cases profiles, and this is or the cartridge profiles, and let's say I'm looking for 6.5 Creedmoor. Okay, here we go. And this is the chamber design. This is the cartridge design. So it has been entered correctly. My GRT reloading tools has 598 calibers in addition to some of the user database. So let's say I'm starting from 6.5 Creedmoor and I would like to go to 25 Creedmoor. So what I'll do, I right click here and I'll say new the copy. Basically, Gordon was so kind to us that allowed us to use the GUI, so we can do a new cartridge design from existing one. So let us say I now, hey, I need to do now a new design, okay, starting from 6.5 Creedmoor. And now immediately he made the new one called 6.5 Creedmoor copy 1, and this is a Wildcat. Of course, we're gonna change this in a second, and come here and let us say it's gonna lock here, right? Let us make it fit exactly with the styling from Kwin. With built-in Kwin tiling. And we have all that space here. We're gonna remove, bring it here. And this is where we're gonna take the information from here and lay it down into this guy. So pretty good stuff. Let us continue. First of all, we need to change the name of this one. I'm gonna say it to 25 a Creedmoor, okay? And I will say it here as it also says on the left side. We're gonna call it 25 Creed M, even though I like it to call it Creed like this, Creedmoor, or say it like, sorry, like I'm going to make it like Creedmoor. Oh, sorry, it is like, okay, we're gonna make it like this. This is how we like to say Creedmoor is like this in 4 letters. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna look at this one. Since only the part that has changed in the case are the diameter of the bullet, the inside of the rim, and the outside of the rim is all that has changed. So we're gonna look at only this part from the neck all the way up. Anything below this area, in fact, is almost the same thing. So we are not touching any of that part with those verification we have. Okay, so let us look actually at the length that we have. If you look here, we have, this is the H2, and we come here, and this is called the case neck, of course. And the case snack here is 02949 for the 6.5 Creedmoor that we started with. And we're going to change it in a second. So let us look at this H2 and see how it should look like. And the H2 is, if you look at here, is 288. Okay, this is here 949. Now it is 288 from the outside. Okay, H1 and H2 are the same, so we're gonna keep it the same, right? So here we come here and we'll say this is now 288. Okay, I got the information from this guy. Okay, and come in. Okay, now it gets me now a yellow. Why? Because the chamber has not changed yet. When I get this yellow stuff, it means I need to go to the chamber and fix it too. Okay, we're gonna fix this in a second too. So we're gonna come here, and this is the case neck H2 0288, and I got it from here. Okay, now we need to look at the inside, which is the G1. G1 is, we're gonna go here, which for the bullet. Where's the bullet here? Okay, here we have a shoulder cone. This is, look for the G1. G1 for the projectile. You see here, it was 2646 for the bullet caliber, which is the 6.5 caliber. And now, if we look at it now, it will be 2573, okay, plus 3000. So we're gonna enter the correct version here, which will be 2573. And this is for G1, and of course we're gonna also put it at G2 for the same thing. Okay, actually G1 is the only one needed. G2 from the inside, it will also be the same thing. Okay, I can enter it as well, but maybe it's not needed. Okay, because they assume that everything will be the same. But I can go here and say this will be also 02573 and should be fine. Now, for the cartridge overall length, it is because the bullet could be longer or shorter, so we need to look at 2575. For this one, I think this is the L6 for the cartridge overall length. And if you look at the L6, for 6.5 Creedmoor, it was 2852. And here is 2825 as the maximum. And since we are looking at the maximum here, see here, 2825 as the maximum, and is exactly the same thing, 28252. So nothing changed the overall length for the 25 Creedmoor. Okay, so the bullet length, overall length, plus the width for G1, G2, okay, and for H1, H2, okay, are all the same. Okay, here we are showing only G1. So, and of course, the cone will be the same, so we are not worrying about any of that. Now, since we changed only H1, H2, and G1, G2, we need actually, those are for the dimension, whether for the projectile or for the case neck, or this is how we call it, neck down. Okay, so this is now we can call it, instead of SAAMI, now this is SAAMI, SAAMI, okay, like this, and this is their standard right now. Oh, look at that, the map now is 62,000 psi, so we have to look at that too. For the pressure, here we have it as 63. Now here we're gonna change it to 62K. Okay, so now this is 62K psi for the maximum pressure. And here they say if you are shooting a 134 grain, it should have a maximum or instrumented value of 2810. And I believe this is the maximum pressure for that. Okay, this is a maximum cartridge, minimum cartridge stuff. Okay, so we need to fix this one too. So, and I put here the data sheet, which is a 6.5, which I do not have it right now. Oh, look, yeah, I have the data sheet here. I can come here and come say, oh yeah, you see, I have the data sheet. So here we go. I put the data sheet for here and say Yara firearms. Okay, and Yara firearms as a note that I did that. Okay, now and the editor, which is GRT users, I edited this one. And I'll call it, hey, that's me, Yara Firearms. Okay, in United States, let's say this is published. Why? Because I'm using a published data. Okay, and we're gonna go and look. Okay, for the for Seabird coefficient, it's standard to use 0.5. We can use it later on, but for those kind of design for the cases, the Seabird coefficient will be 0.5. Okay, so all of others, we can look and check the grooves if we want. And if they decided about the groove is 6, we have 6. Okay, and I believe all of those, they need to be the same thing. We have the twist ratio, I believe. We have to fix that. The twist is 7.5, and now it's 8. It says here twist is 7.5, which is right hand optional. Okay, and minimum bore groove area, blah blah blah. Okay, now we're gonna get this in a minute, and the groove area and stuff like that, we can fix them in a minute. So we are doing fine so far. However, let us say I kept it at 8, or if I put it, say 7.5. Okay, if it said 7.5, okay, this is 7.5 inches. We can change it anytime if you want to later on. Now, the Q is now 0.537 inches. Most likely the Q is different. And minimum bore groove area, it's 511. So I think this is the same value about this one here. It's called groove area, okay, which is called the Q, and we're gonna use 0511 instead of 537. Here we go. We fixed this because this is related also to the bore, and those are the grooves and stuff like that. We changed the 62K, okay, and PE we can fix this too if you want, and this is also for the EE, how much foot per pound. And let us see if we have those published. Okay, and we come here. This is the test area. Number 6, the width of the groove, 0.95. Okay, here we have B, 0.95. Okay, which is from here. Twist rate is 7.5 right hand. Okay, so we get all that information. Okay, and let us do barrel length, lengths of barrel, lengths of tolerances, and stuff like that. So you have 6. We have transducer information. Okay, and all diameters plus a certain this is the testing here, VP test. Okay, so they provide for us the chamber, and this should be the same thing as this one too. Okay, this is the test barrel, and transducer diameter. Okay, so we need to fix actually maybe those values as well. We fixed the 62 psi, which is very important. This is 72K, which is the peak, whatever it is, the value shouldn't exceed, otherwise the barrel will explode. And this is 78, P for P extreme, maybe 78. And the M is 0.98. I don't know exactly what's that for. And here the energy is 2508. This has to change, because depending on the 134 grain and 2810, it will get us actually the EE. So let me stop here for a second. I will continue. Just I need to get the information about the EE. And here we go. We stop. Yeah, we're gonna stop.